called this video is called what I would tell my 40-year-olds. The 40-year-old me, what would I tell my 16, 17-year-old self? What I would tell my 17-year-old self would be this. At 40, I would tell me, if I was to go back in the time machine and be able to talk to myself, I would tell myself, do better in school. Do better in school. Take school seriously. Don't clown around. Or damn, by the time if I'm 17, my grades are still kind of messed up at 17. So I would tell my 15-year-old self. Let's go back a little bit, a couple more years. What I would tell my 15-year-old self, I would tell my 15-year-old self, take school seriously. And also, whatever you decide to do with your life, stick to that your whole life. Don't waver. Figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life and stick to it. If it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Just really sit down and figure out what do you want to do, and then whatever that is, keep doing it and do not waver. Just put your all into that one thing you want to do and put your all into it. That's what I would tell my 15 to 16-year-old self. Don't stick to a plan. Do good in school, and when you come up with a plan, what you want to do, stick to it. Don't waver. But make sure this is exactly what you want to do. Maybe take some time out. Maybe take a week out. If I was to talk to my 16, 17-year-old self, I would say take a week out and really sit down and figure out what do you want to do with yourself. And then once you figure that out, do not waver. Stick to it. Be professional about it. Be on time, and always be on time. Whatever it is, be on time. Be on time. Be on time. Be on time. Hold that as a badge of honor that you on time. Don't never be late to nothing. Trick yourself out. If you got to be somewhere at 7:30, tell yourself you got to be there at 7. That way when you get there at 7:15, you ain't late. You know what I'm saying? Trick yourself out. If you got to be somewhere at 8:30, or I'll even say give yourself an hour. If you got to be to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, tell yourself you got to be there at 7. That way you can get up at, that way you'll get up at 5:30, and that way you'll get there probably, at 7:30. You know, 7:45. You 15 minutes early. So that when you late for being there at 7, because you know what I'm saying, technically you ain't supposed to be there until 8. So you early. That's just a little tidbit of what I would tell my 16-year-old self. If I could turn back the hands of time and change a lot of things in my life, I would tell myself, take school seriously. Take a week out. If I was starting high school, take a week out to really sit down and figure out what do you want to do, and then once you figure it out, that's it. Zone in, that's it. No other. If it fails, if it wavers, if I have some slum moments where it seems like it's not gonna happen, stick to it. Keep going. This is what I decided to do. This is what I'm gonna decide. Don't change your plans. I was listening to Prince talked about how he was trying to figure out. I got this from Prince. Prince said that he did an interview before he died. Before he died, he did an interview. He said they asked him, what made you want to be a musician? He said, well, I sat down for like a week straight trying to figure out I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. And he said, music, just, that was it. He said, I couldn't think of nothing else I want to do but music. He said, well, fuck it, that's it then. That's all I'm doing for the rest of my life. He said, being that this is all I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, I need to take it seriously and put my all into it. Being this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I need to really take this shit. So he just dove right in when he was 14, 15 years old and just put his all into music. Everything he did was just music. He just played. He said, if I'm not playing music, I'm writing music. If I'm not writing music, I'm playing music. That's why he was able to spend hours in the studio and nobody could mess with him in the studio, because he's like, I'm putting my life. This is my life. Fuck it. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Whether I get paid or not, I'm gonna be a musician. And I'm gonna sleep and get up in the morning, write music, record it all day, every day. And look where it took him. Became a legend in music. So that's what I would tell my 15, 16-year-old self, man, to all you youngins out there. So what do you think? Let's talk about it in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Talk to y'all later.